ask you something really quick. So we actually have a home warranty plan on our home, and probably once a month, my wife is making that call, right? Maybe not once a month. That makes it sound like our appliances break all the time. But I think that service is one of those things that you just don't really hear about, you don't talk about until it's necessary, right? I don't know much about it, even though I should. Can you share with me just a little bit what the value of having a home warranty, you know, whether if you're going through the process of refinancing, right? Because I want to be able to speak to my new leads, my clients. A purchase kind of, it makes sense, right? And of course your agent is going to say, hey, you're going to want this, right? But if I'm going through a refinance, and I don't have a home warranty, would you recommend that for clients that are going through a refi?
Absolutely, because we as Old Republic Home Protection, you don't need to be in a real estate transaction to get a home warranty. So if Jim wanted to put a home warranty on his house, he could just call me and say, hey, why don't you go through your plans and let's work up what would fit best for your home, your townhome, your condo, or your mobile home.
Okay.
Or even if you have a duplex, triplex, or fourplex, we do those as well in new construction. So there's a lot of different types we have. But what we warranty in our home warranty is the appliances, and everybody's at home now because of COVID.
Yeah.
You know, they're using their appliances more often.
That's why she's calling all the time, right?
Yeah, because things are breaking down.
Yes.
And so we understand that. And so what we do is we have our service department. We're located in San Ramon here, and we have 425 people to help you out. And then we just opened another center in North Carolina with another 400 people back there. So you can usually get someone on the phone to talk to in our service department to say, hey, I've had my dishwasher is leaking and it's not draining the water properly and it's going all over my floor.
Yeah.
And you call, well, we're going to have a turnaround time about 2 hours to have a technician come out and check it.
Yep.
The service fee, which for have them come out, is like $75 to have them come out and diagnose what's wrong and either fix it. Now, let's say sometimes it's not fixable, they can't get parts, and it's just on its last legs. Yeah. Then at that point too, we will replace it for one similar to that item, and during certain circumstances or occasions, we can say, hey, you know, we'd like to be able to get you what you want, and we will offer you X amount of dollars for your old dishwasher and get you cash out for it.
Gotcha.
And then you can go that
Very
route.
cool.
So what happens is we have all 5 plans to choose from. So depending on which plan depends on how much is covered, as to especially when it comes to air conditioners. Everybody in this 104-degree weather right now is running that thing 24 hours a day. And so we will come out and take care of those things, and with the especially air conditioners, hot water heaters. So basically on our plan we have all of the appliances that are covered. One of the neat things is that we work 24/7. So this last weekend that we had was a 3-day weekend, and I like to work for my clients as well. You know, if you called me or Jim called me to say, hey, my client has an issue, their air conditioner's not working, and it's 105 out in Brentwood today.
By the way, Melinda, which plan covers the air conditioner? Because I know not all of them, right?
Right, so you need to get at least the ultimate plan with air conditioner, or we have what we call our bundle package. And our bundle package covers all of your regular appliances, plus your air conditioner, kitchen, refrigerator, washer and dryer. So you want to make sure you have those covered if they're in the plan. So we have the ultimate plan, and then we have a step up, which is like our Mercedes of home warranties, you know. So it depends if you want the standard and just the regular little coverage, because you don't have all those extras in the house. And let's say you bought a brand new refrigerator, a brand new washer dryer, so you don't need those covered, but maybe you want to add on the air conditioner. So you can build up a plan starting with the standard and add just the air conditioner to it, so that part is covered. Does that make sense? So you have different plans. So like if your clients are doing a refinance and they want to reach out and talk to me about what's available and what they can do. We also have pest control in our home warranty. So if your wife all of a sudden sees critters crawling across your, have her call if you have our home warranty. So that's something that we do have, you know, which is kind of unique. One of the other things we have with our home warranty, so it costs $25 extra a year, but it's called the pre-season tune-up. And with that, we will come out in February, March, or April and check out your air conditioner to make sure when the hot season comes, boom, you turn on that air conditioner and it works. Or in the winter, the same thing. Right now, I've got a call for mine, as a matter of fact, because it's September, October, and November, to have them come check my heater to make sure when we do finally get cold here, that we're going to have the heat in the house. So I happen to have one in my house. And remember those fires that we had like a couple years ago?
Yeah.
And we have all that. It looked like snow, but it was soot on our cars.
Yeah.
Well, I called to have my service come out, $75. It was well worth it because guess what? When he opened up my air conditioner, there was soot on the fan.
Oh, wow.
And if I had turned that on, it would have gone through my whole house and blown out through all the vents. Oh my gosh, what a mess I would have had, and a lot more cleanup and a lot more expense. So it does pay for itself to come and have that. With the air conditioners too, to add Freon. And of course the Freon is going away, so there's another product that they will put in for that. So with our home warranties, we will add the Freon, and we add all of it, enough what you need to cover. So if you have, Freon's about $280 a pound right now.
Really?
So tell your clients, if they don't have the air conditioner on and they need the Freon, that's what it's gonna cost them. And it takes, I think, about 5 pounds in some of the air conditioners, maybe more. And if you really look at the home warranties closely, ours covers all of it. We don't say, okay, we're only gonna put 1 pound in and you've gotta cover the extra 3 pounds. That's a lot of money, especially for a first-time home buyer or a new homeowner. Or somebody that's doing a refinance and been in their house for a long time. They don't know some of these things and these extra little goodies. And for your clients that are moving into their new home, you don't know how many people may have had keys to that home. Let's say there were teenagers living in that home and that they had, a bunch of friends and, oh yeah, just take my key and go in the house and get this, it's okay, mom and dad aren't home, whatever. Okay, so new buyer moves in there and they want to make sure that the locks are changed. That's one thing that we do offer with our home warranty is the rekey service. Yeah. And we will go in and change up to 6 locks and give you 4 identical keys. So your new buyers feel safe in their home. And you want them to feel safe too. So this is something that's included in our plan, even with our standard plan. Now let's say your client moves into the home and they go, oh my gosh, I have this outdoor kitchen in the backyard. And they've got this fancy little grill and all that. We cover outdoor kitchens. So they can call up to 60 days after close of escrow and say, I want to add these extra items on. Or they want to add the fountain that might be in their front yard. They've got one of those beautiful fountains that spews that water. I had a friend, and she called me and says, Melinda, do you cover the fountains too with your homeowner? Yes. And she actually put it on her home, and it wasn't but a month later that her pump went out. Was the pump covered? Yes. And how much did it cost her to have someone come out and look at it? $75. Not bad to get something fixed, and who knows what it would cost. Just like my daughter. She moved into a house, never had a swimming pool before. And she used to call mom, this is going on. No, you call Old Republic Home Protection. You don't call mom now. I'm not putting a bill for this. So she said there was a noise outside from her swimming pool, and I heard it one day. And she says, Mom, don't worry. I've called Old Republic, and we've got a technician coming out. So the guy came out to her house and said, Debbie, this pump is shot. Now, we don't inspect any of your appliances. We don't do any home inspections to see if they're all in proper working order because you tell us everything is. Well, everything was in proper working order when she moved into the house. But now this pump is making this noise. So the guy comes out and he says, Debbie, it's shot. You need a new one. So let me call Old Republic Home Protection while I'm here because I happen to have a new pump on my truck out there in the driveway. And see if I can't replace it now so I don't have to come back and have you take time off work again to come home and meet me. So he called my office and he explained to them what was going on, and he said, well, I'm at the house right now. He says, I have a pump on my truck, can I replace it with this? So they allowed him to do this. Everything's done through our service department and our authorization department, and they authorized him to go ahead and use the new pump he has out in his truck to install. Well, come to find out, it was a higher horsepower than what she had. Score! She says, Mom, I got a better deal. I got more horsepower now, and it's really running fine. I love it. The other thing we have is a limited roof leak repair. We've had a few winters that we've had a lot of storms. And so my daughter, again, she had 10 leaks in that roof. It was an older home. So we're not gonna give her a whole new roof, but at least we came out and took care of all those patches, so it made it through to the summer when she was gonna get a new roof put on her house. So there's limits on a lot of these appliances and things too, that we're not gonna pay for everything. Like with your air conditioner, there's something called a Title 24, which is our clean air. And we can't pay that. And you as an agent really can't pay that for your buyer unless you want to. The actual homeowner has to pay for the Title 24, and it usually runs about $817.
Okay, wow,
So, but there's lots of goodies here, so you just
that's
have
incredible.
them give me a call and
Yeah.
I'll share with them and help them build their plan, you know, if they're doing a refinance
Yeah.
with you, with your buyers or your sellers. We have seller coverage for as
Amazing.
little as 97 cents a day during the
Wow.
listing period.
And what does it entail?
All of the appliances, and it'll cover the air conditioner. The things we don't cover during that would be your swimming pool, your optional items, your refrigerator, washer and dryer, those kind of things.
So this is during the time that we put the house on the market?
Right.
Before we actually selling it?
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
only 97 cents? Right.
That, some of our plans only
Amazing.
9, it depends on which one you want, yeah.
Right, okay. And Melinda, can you give us like a quick, like just name us the plans that you have and how much is each one? Just briefly.
Thanks for asking. You're gonna love this. So we have what we call the PB&J. We have a hamburger. We have a chicken salad sandwich. We have a steak, and we have a filet mignon with mushrooms. Not really. That's not what's on my plan. We have what we call the standard plan. We have the ultimate, including air conditioning. We have what I call our bundle package, our ultimate bundle package, which is the air conditioner, kitchen, refrigerator, washer, dryer. That's all included in one.
And how much is it?
Well, it just
The
depends
bundle?
on the bundle package. Is $590 for the whole year. And then after the first year, if you wanted to renew, you can renew after the first year. And after the first year, you can usually make payments. The first year is all paid in full, and this is paid for in escrow, even with your seller's coverage. You don't pay for that right now, it's paid for in escrow. And then we have what we call our platinum protection, which is, includes the air conditioner, or I like to say our Mercedes, our top of the line, which is our big volume platinum plan. And we have that, which covers air conditioner, kitchen, refrigerator, washer and dryer, and it also has our enhanced slab leak and exterior plumbing. So that's included, and usually that's an extra $100 to add that on. The limited roof repair is an extra $100. Swimming pools, those are extra $170. And let's say they don't have a pool, but they have that hot tub. Yes, we'll cover that hot tub too. Did that help explain a little bit?
Absolutely.
And then for your investors that have duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes, we cover those. And for our new construction, because you might be doing some new construction loans, if you do, we also have years 1 to 4, or we have years 2 to 5. Because a lot of times the contractor will cover the first year of the home warranty. And so then you want to cover the additional years, years 2 to 5. So they've got a total of 5 years coverage for just as little on the new construction as $540 for 5 years worth of coverage.
Wow.
Not
That's
bad.
a great deal.
Now it would be bumped up a little bit to only, for the new construction, $670, and that's where it includes the air conditioner. Now I did one for a client, and it was here in Alamo, and they had 4 different houses that they were building, and they had the built-in wine fridges. Everybody loves these wine
Yeah.
fridges today. So guess what? That was an additional item for $50 to add in and make sure that that was included. But I mean, those wine fridges, I know that when they're built in like that, sometimes go out. And the Sub-Zero refrigerators, oh my gosh. I had a client that had one of the Sub-Zeros, and it went out, and during COVID, it was awful. And what happened there is the parts had to come from France.
Oh, wow.
Were we open? Were our borders open to get those parts in at that time? No. So what we did is we actually took and went and rented a refrigerator for her
Thank you.
and brought it into her home until we could get that part for her.
Wow.
So that's different things that we will do, because our motto is people helping people, and that's what we like to do.
Yeah.
And try and help them in any way possible.
Amazing.